Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Chargers lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Redskins, who will need to be stout up front.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Thompson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, a run with Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Thompson. Room to run past midfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
In motion right is Benjamin. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, 2nd-year man from Texas A&M. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about it. In motion right is Benjamin. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively, because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And some room to work. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins now on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now the fourth-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 76 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
No back out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he's got room. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
2nd down now after the incompletion. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Crowder in motion here right. Fourth down, Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play there. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 2nd and 10 here. Defense showing blitz. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Benjamin with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go! 319! 319! Detroit! Leopard!
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Reed. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down and goal to go from the 7. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 60 yards on the ground. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain there down to the 30. Seven-yard line.
That's it, baby.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. He juked him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter, so they're operating in the red zone. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of power.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They run it here with Gordon, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Chargers on third down. 47 yards. Garoppolo now. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up third and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now here's a carry heading left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Trent Murphy able to drop him for a loss of 4. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
3-19!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Garoppolo. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. It's Pumphrey on the toss, and that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Weren't out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.